Hey y'all, it is Stacy with Wilshire Collections. Come on in and tell me hello. Hope you guys are having an awesome Friday and enjoying the Jingle and Mingle event so far. It has been so fun seeing all my crafty friends in here this morning and so many cute things and good ideas. So y'all come on in, tell me hello. Tell me where you're watching from. I want to know all the things because I have a feeling we're going to have some of my normal friends on here that are used to being live with me on my page, but then we're probably going to have some new people as well. And also be sure that you guys give StreamYard if you're watching inside the Facebook group. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Renee. Can y'all hear me okay? If you're watching inside the Facebook group, you have to give StreamYard permission so I can see your name. If not, it'll just say Facebook user. Oh, the comments are coming in hot. Okay, I'm going to pull them up over here because it's going to be much closer than over there. Okay, let's see. There we are. Hey, Chandra. Hey, Donna and Teresa and Lisa and Carla. Lynn watching from Florida. Awesome. Awesome. Have you guys been watching this morning? Are you having a good time? Getting some good ideas? I definitely hope so. There's some triple dippers on here. Awesome. Awesome. I definitely see some familiar faces and some new ones too, which is awesome. If you guys will sprinkle this video, which on my page, that just means share this video, I would greatly appreciate it. So even more crafty friends can come find us. I am going to be doing a little giveaway at the end of the live. So on my page, we do this little thing called Joy Jar. Okay. So as of right now, this Joy Jar is empty because we're going to fill hey, Tracy, we're going to fill the Joy Jar up with 8 names of people watching the live today. All you have to do is be here commenting, talking back and forth. And if you sprinkle the video, bonus points for that. Okay. So then Mackenzie and Kelly are both on here and they're going to be helping with comments, and Mackenzie will be picking names for Joy Jar. I'll pick somebody at random at the end of the live, and I'll send you a $25 gift card to Hobby Lobby, I should say, where it's to, and this Hydrangea Printable Bundle if you don't already have it. That way you can go buy the supplies to make this project. So I hope you guys are excited. Thank you, Gerald. Thank you so much. If you grab this Hydrangea Printable plus the supply list, let me know. And if you're crafting along with me today, I want to know that as well. Oh, good. You've been watching since the first craft. So fun. I love it. Hey, Lori from the DC. Oh my gosh, it's so fun, y'all. This is my first time doing Jingle and Mingle because I couldn't do it in the fall because I had a conflict. So I'm just so excited to be here with all of these awesome ladies today. All right, so let me go over a little bit the supplies, what we're going to be using, and then we're going to get to crafting because we got some fun stuff to do and during this hour time. Thank you so much. So if you don't know me, I guess I should backpedal 1 second. I'm Stacy, the owner of Wilshire Collections. I am a decorating and DIY guru. I love anything that involves finding ways to make your home pretty, whether that's through shopping, which I love, through crafting, through just decorating in general. I love all of those things. I also create printables with crafting in mind. And so I have been doing printables for several years now. It is by far one of the best, easiest, cutest ways to make budget-friendly decor for your home. And so I just love it. I absolutely love it. It's so fun. And we're constantly creating stuff with cute paper basically over on my page. So for this event, I created this special Hydrangea Printable Bundle. I mean, I'm going to hold it this way, actually. Maybe you see it better. Y'all, who loves a hydrangea in the spring? I mean, what's not to love, right? These remind me of my mom and my grandmother, and I'm just obsessed with this printable bundle. Thank you, guys. I'm glad so many of you guys grabbed this up. So that's one page. This is the second page. This is the third page. Whenever you hear me say printable bundle, that just means it comes with more than one sheet. These are digital downloadable PDF files. So you can either print them from home or any place that makes copies will print them for you, like UPS Store, Staples, Office Depot, etc. So we're going to be using this printable bundle. I'm going to tell you what kind of paper and what I'm using. There's several different things you can do. We are using a 10 by 10 canvas, any canvas. Mine came from Hobby Lobby. We're using Deco Art Americana Gray Sky, which is a really pretty light gray color. We're going to be using a little white Deco Art Snow. Y'all, any light gray, any white is going to work. And then we're also going to be, they remind you of your grandmother too. That's so sweet. Oh, your first Jingle and Mingle and you're loving it. Yay. We're also using this Deco Art Americana blush pink. Yes, I do design and create my printables. Yes, I do, Christy. So this blush pink, I love Deco Art paint. You can find it at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure there's other places you can find it too. But that's where I usually get mine. That's where I got all the paint. Okay. We're also going to be using a couple palette knives. If you follow me on my page, you know I've been very inspired this spring season by beautiful just artwork. I ordered this piece from Wayfair for my mantle and I just love it. And I'm like, okay, wait a second. We're going to make our own art using a printable. So that's what we're going to do. Now listen, friends, I'm going to preface this by saying I'm not what I would consider an artiste, okay? I cannot freehand paint. Like if you ask me to paint these hydrangeas, I'd be like, I'm out. I cannot do that. So I am also not an expert at what I'm about to do, okay? Because you know what? Half of crafting is trying new things, figuring it out, stretching yourself, even if you're not what you would consider an artist. I'm creative, I'm crafty, but I'm not an artist. So this is just one way to do a background with palette knives. There are a million ways to do it. And if you know a better way, a different way, by all means, okay? But what we're gonna do is you're gonna take some of your paint. You just joined the Printable Club. Amazing, Joan. You've been looking forward to watching me, Tony. Thank you. Here's what we're going to do. Open up your gray paint first, and you're going to take a little bit of this. Less is more, okay? Because we don't want this too thick and chunky, but you're literally just going to drizzle your paint on top of your canvas, okay? It doesn't really matter where it goes, how it goes, because we're going to be spreading it out, okay? I feel like that's enough. If we need to add more, we will. So get a little bit of gray on there. Yes, that's what makes it fun, Linda. Exactly. Okay, so then take your white. Oops, got a little chunk right there. Take your white and do the same thing. Now this is going to look a little scurry right. Oh, I got a little heavy right there, but that's okay. It's going to be okay. Might look a little scary at first, but yes, art is subjective. Yes, just have fun with it. Exactly. Take your palette knife. If you have, I'm using kind of, I guess, a medium size one. I don't know. It's labeled 3. I'm not sure what that means, but these were linked in the supply list. So if you order these exact ones from Amazon, I'm using the number 3. Okay. You take the flat back side of this, and we're just going to start blending these paints together. Okay. The key with this, when you're doing this, is you don't want to just go, this isn't like painting where we like to go in one direction. With this, you want to go back and forth, side to side, all kinds of directions, okay? And what I love about this too, obviously this is going over a white canvas, right? So it's going to leave us a little wiggle room to where if there's a little white showing through, I think it's going to be okay, because we're also going to be adding some pink to this. So we have some room to play. But if you can see how I feel like the key to this is not overthinking it. If you're sitting here like, okay, I went this way, now I need to go that way, you just don't need to worry about all that, okay? Just kind of back and forth, back and forth. Who's doing it along with me, and how's it going? You have your supplies and can't wait to do this. Yes, we're adding texture. Exactly. This is going to give us a really cool textured painted background look. Like I said, kind of inspired by some of the little artwork pieces that I have bought lately. And if you see some spots that are kind of heavy, you can, pick it up and move it around. Get it where you need it to go, okay? Sometimes I kind of turn my thing, whatever you call it, the palette knife around. I'll hold this up here in a second too to get it a little closer for you guys. But if you need to kind of redistribute some of the paint, and I'm not worrying about my sides just yet. I'm going to show you and tell you what we're going to do with those here in a minute. Have y'all tried this technique before? Has anybody done this? You will love Stacy and her printables. You've been a PC girl for almost 3 years. Thank you, Wendy. You're so sweet. Yes, and I should have said too, in the description of this video, there's a link to the Hydrangea Printable Bundle and a link to my printable club, which I'll tell y'all more about that later. But if you people are looking for this Hydrangea Printable Bundle, that is where you can find that. Okay, I'm loving this, loving it. So I feel really good about this coverage. I need to stop. I need to walk away because sometimes, you know, you can do stuff until you just can't do it anymore. So see how much texture we've created there? Obviously it's still wet right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small paintbrush and a little bit of my gray paint. Never tried it before, but now you will. Yes, definitely. You know what? If you're a little bit nervous to try this, here's a little insider tip because it's what I did. I went to the Dollar Tree and I got me some $1.25 because it's not the Dollar Tree anymore, 5x7 canvases. And I practiced a bit on those first. So if you're like, I don't want to commit to the big 20 or not 20 by 20, what size is this? 10 by 10, then just do that. Okay. So I just put a little bit of gray paint on my plate and I'm going to add just a little bit of white. We're going to kind of swirl that together just to make it similar to the same color. And on my sides, oh my gosh, I got a hair in there. I'm just going to kind of go around. So this isn't going to have quite that textured look, but it's fine. It's just going to all kind of blend together. So we're going to get our sides painted. Ooh, Joy Jar number 1 is Tanya Middleton. Tanya, you're going into the Joy Jar. If y'all didn't hear, we'll be putting 8 names into the Joy Jar during the live, and then we will pick one of you to get a $25 gift card plus this Hydrangea Printable Bundle if you don't already have it. If you do already have it, I could send you a different printable bundle. So yes, great advice. For sure, for sure. You know, I mean, sometimes you got to start small and practice. And because honestly, the very first canvas that I did, I put way too much paint down. I've done this technique before, but it had been a hot minute enough to where I was like, I'm going to need to practice, you know? So before I made my prototype or whatever for this event, I practiced on some 5x7 canvases and I was really glad I did. So can't wait to try this one, Barb. Awesome. Hey, Jane, I love seeing all of y'all here. How many of you are newbies to me? Like if you have never, you're like, who's this girl? What's she doing? Blah, blah, blah. If you've never watched me live before, will you let me know that? I'm just always curious on who our new friends are here on the page or in the group or wherever you're watching from. I don't use StreamYard a ton on my page, like on my public page. And so I'm very proud of myself for getting this technology correct today. Oh, y'all. Stacey's printables are amazing. Love them all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead because we don't have time to just literally sit here. Y'all, can I show you something? This is what happens if you follow me on my page. My heat gun clearly was still hot and I set it next to my glue stick or my glue gun. I was like, why is that stuck, y'all? I'm a hot mess express. If that's not your thing, I apologize. But for new here and first time to printables, awesome. Oh, this is so cool. Newbie from Canada. Chris is a newbie. Laura's a newbie. I love newbies. I love newbies. So fun. All right, so I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm going to put some heat to this because we can't move on to our next step until it's dry. In real life, you could obviously let it, dry on its own if you wanted to. You're a newbie and you're enjoying yourself. Oh, yes, Linda. Awesome. You first found me whisper shopping and love my personality. Thank you, Angie. Sort of a newbie. You're a newbie and you love hydrangeas. I know, the heat gun mess. Yes, Pamela, that's a great question. She said, did you print on cardstock? So in the supply list that I gave everybody, I basically said that you could print. Do I have that with me? You can print on cardstock. You can print on regular printer paper, for this project, I printed on this really cool fabric paper. I'm going to have to go see if I think I have it in my backpack right over there so I can show you the package. And so I linked that in the supply list too. If you're going to use the fabric paper, you have to have a home printer. I just have an HP inkjet printer. You don't have to have anything fancy. You don't have to have this high-end printer. Anything will get the job done. If you're printing, if you don't have a printer, any place that makes copies will print on cardstock or regular paper for you. So for this one, I am going to use the fabric paper. If you didn't buy the fabric paper, you don't want to use the fabric paper, you 1000% could use cardstock or regular paper, either one, okay? So does that answer that question? It's one of the reasons you follow me, because you're a hot mess when you craft too. I love it. Oh, that's awesome, Stephanie. Welcome to the Printable Club. You printed on tissue paper? Yes, that's going to be awesome, Mo. There's so many things, y'all. We have, over the years, we have done a lot of cool, this is looking so good. A lot of cool things with printables, like beyond just printing them on regular paper. We print them on fabric. We print them on tissue paper, sticker paper, all kinds of things. So there's just a ton of possibilities. Yes, it would work on sticker paper. Absolutely, Pamela. All right, Joy Jar winner number 2 is Barbara Rizzio. Barbara, you're going in our Joy Jar. It's not the same as rice paper, but rice paper would also work. That is another thing that we have printed on and used. Okay, we still got some wet areas over here, y'all. Sorry. Nothing like watching paint dry, right? I got the fabric paper off Amazon. Hold on, let me go grab. It's in the supply list when you get the Hydrangea Printable Bundle. I link it there, but this is what they look like. There's a disclaimer. This is not cheap at all. This is not something that you would want to print every printable you ever do on. This cost around 20, was it 20 or either $17.99 or $19.99 for 10 sheets of this. So this is much more expensive than printing on regular paper or cardstock, but it does give a really cool look for certain projects. But it's just inkjet fabric sheets. So these are specifically for an inkjet printer, okay? And I'll show you guys the fabric paper when I get to that, that part of the project. I'll show you how it works. So then you can decide if it's worth it or not. Oh, good, Peggy. I love it. So the reason I chose fabric paper for this craft, somebody just asked, is because once you peel it from the paper backing and put it on the canvas, it looks like part of the canvas. Okay, I'm going to hold this one up. So this is one that's completed, and it's, you know, it's so hard, obviously on the phone, to really be able to show. But once this is on here, this literally almost has like the same texture as the canvas, and it just makes it look like it's part of the piece. So that's why I picked it for this project. But I also did another version with cardstock, and it was literally it's just as cute. So yes, gives us more time to chit chat and ask questions. I don't know if they have it for laser printers or not. You'd have to check Amazon for sure. For sure. Okay. This one little corner over here, y'all, can you see that? It's being stubborn. So the next thing we're going to do is add a little bit of pink to this. So we're going to take that blush pink, and I'm going to use a smaller palette knife for this. Yes, background looks like marble, right? Looks more like a true painting, yes. Thank you, guys. I truly appreciate it. I'm real excited about this. Real excited. Okay. Oh, no. It's not dry right there. Stacy, be patient. Be patient. Looks dimensional, right? Looks like an oil painting. Y'all are so sweet. Come on, dry. What are you doing? I must have really gotten heavy-handed over there. I'm going to start on this side, and I think we're about dry enough. All right. Thank you. I'm going to need a sip of water after that. Ooh, all right. Next, friends. We are going to take our blush color and just pour a little bit out on a plate. Never done a background with a palette knife. I hope you'll give it a try for sure. And then I'm going to take, where'd it go? I was like, I just had it. I'm going to take this smaller palette knife. This one is labeled #1 if you're using the same ones that I am. You can even buy plastic palette knives at Hobby Lobby. So any will work. I'm sure you can buy them other places too. Okay, so for this, I'm just going in and adding a little bit of pink to give us a little pop of pink that's going to kind of tie in with those hydrangeas. So I'm going to take my palette knife. I'm going to put the paint on the wood. I'm going to kind of dab it off a little bit on a paper towel because I just don't want this to be too heavy, okay? I'm going to start off by kind of hitting up my edges. And if you'll notice, I'm not going just straight across, okay? I'm just kind of doing a little bit, picking it up, and then moving it down. You want it to be sort of random, just like the top part is, okay? And I just don't want the paint to be too heavy. Never used a palette knife. Now's the time, Valerie. This is your sign. I don't use them a lot. I mean, y'all know if you follow me on the page, it's not something I do a lot, but it might be something I start to do a lot because I think it's kind of fun, y'all. I think it's kind of fun. And it's just another way to get creative and just kind of let your creativity soar. And it challenges me because I tend to be not a perfectionist because I'm definitely really not when it comes to crafting, but I'm a little bit like, I like symmetry and I like pattern. And so just like when you're distressing something, you're trying to make it look, original and real. So you can't be like symmetrical, like every 2 inches, I'm going to distress. So this kind of forces you to do that same thing and just put those expectations to the side and just be creative. So that is one reason that I love it. So thank you, Colleen. Okay. So now I've got my edges. I'm going to keep going and I'm going to add just a little bit to the top. Okay. Same way that we were before. The only difference here is I'm not going to cover the whole thing. Okay. I'm just going to hit it up. Again, you can't really overthink it. You can't, try and be too whatever. I'm just going to hit it in some random spots and go from there. Okay. This is just going to add a fun, and again, it's adding more texture and more, just dimension to this whole piece, okay? Oh my gosh, it's looking so cute. What do y'all think? Love the texture of this. Me too, Tanya. Me too. Okay, I feel like I'm about done. I don't want to, oops, I got a little heavy right there, but that's okay. That's okay. We're not going to worry about it because it's art. It's art and it don't matter. It don't matter. It's going to be fine. Okay. So cute. I'm going to do a little bit oops, sorry. Which way do I need to go? Right here in the middle. I'm going to do one more little thing. Thank you. Right there. And then somebody tell me, put the palette knife down, Stacy. Walk away. This is my thing is that I keep going. Stacy, stop, put the palette knife down. Okay, y'all. There we go. Now, probably this does bother me just a little bit, but it's fine. Actually, I wonder if I use this at the bottom. Oh yeah, there we go. It ain't even going to show because our hydrangea is going to cover it. So never mind. I was going to say you could probably go back over it with some white or gray and kind of tone it down a little bit. Yes, thank you guys. Walk away. Sometimes you got to quit while you're ahead, right? Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you for holding me accountable, making me stop. Love the texture. Love the pink and gray. That would be your problem too, not knowing when to stop. You know what? Just when it feels right. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no, whatever. So thank you guys. Y'all are so sweet. I love it though. I love, love, love it. So pretty. Okay. So yes, gray and pink always look so good together. Absolutely. The next thing we're going to do is you're going to cut out your hydrangea. So let me kind of show you or explain. Well, you can see behind me, I've got a ton of different printable crafts that I've done. So sometimes we're cutting around an actual object. Sometimes we're taking a whole sheet. So this is one that I did recently. Let me hold it this way. Where this is just an 8x10 sheet of paper. We Mod Podged it onto a piece of wood. We added this cute spindle. So sometimes we're using whole pieces of paper, okay? Also, most of the printables that I do come with various sizes. So within any given, let me move this so I don't get paint on it. Within any given printable bundle, you're going to have different sizes, full pages, squares, possibly circles, etc. So this is all the bundles I'm showing you right now are in my printable club this month for March. And so the link is up there to join if anybody's interested. Some of these are available on my website, just at shoplilshirecollections.com individually. But it's a better deal to be in the printable club because you get 6 bundles a month for $15. So that one that I just showed you was page number 1 of this printable bundle. This is page 2 and this is page 3. So I always include the sizes on here whenever they're smaller. So you know when you're looking for surfaces, what size surface to be looking for. So that was one printable bundle in the club this month. This next one, y'all, which I made some really cute projects with this, but they're at my home on my shelf in my coffee bar. But this adorable bunny printable bundle is bundle number 2 inside the club. Thank you, guys. So this is another example where you could use this whole thing or you could cut out, which is what I did for the project I did of the bunny, okay? So that was bundle number 2 in the club. Bundle number 3 in the club this month is this cute little Happy Easter printable bundle. So we've got all different sizes here. So you can make small things for trays, for shelves, for vignettes, etc. Or you can make bigger projects. So that's the 3rd page of that one. How stinking cute is this? Okay, so that's bundle number 3. Bundle 4 in the club. It's always a combination of seasonal and everyday designs. And I love this one because, yes, it could be seasonal, but this is something you could make a project and use in your home any time of year. So that's page 1. And this is page 2. So that has like a 5x7 and then some smaller 3x3s. I've lost count. Was that bundle 4? Now, bundle 5, you guys, ended up being fan favorite this month of all my PC girls in the printable club. I actually don't have one of the pages here because I crafted with it. There's a 3rd page, but these next 2 are the exclusives to the club. So every month the printable club gets 2 printables that are exclusive to the printable club for up to a year. They won't go on my site for another year. So this is one of the exclusives. Okay. And I got to show you what we did with this because we learned something new on the page recently. That's page 1. This is page 2. I'm obsessed with these colors, the wildflowers, all of it. There is a 3rd page that's equally as cute. I just don't have it with me. And I'll show you here in a second what we did. So that's bundle 5. I'm almost through, y'all. I'm almost through, and then we'll attach our printable. This is bundle number 6, which is the other exclusive. We have a lot of ladies that love the barns. So I do like seasonal barns and kind of change them out and add different things for season. So this is our cherry blossom barn bundle. Thank you, Angie. Okay, and that's the 2nd page of that one. So that's another exclusive to the club. I'm out of breath. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, friends, because I love y'all and because I love my PC girls, I woke up yesterday and said, my PC girls need an Easter present from me. So I designed a printable bundle that I put inside the member area for them. So if you join the printable club, you're going to get this one too. So this is a bonus. This is a freebie. This is exclusive to the club. But can we just take a minute for how pretty this is? These are like a field of wildflowers. So that's 1 page. We've got our cute little bunny in the wildflowers. Thank you guys. Oh, joy jar number 5 is Laura Arnold. Laura's going in the joy jar. Awesome. We've got a full size bunny in the wildflowers. Is that not gorgeous? And then the 4th page, this one has 4 pages, is this 5x7 wildflowers. These, y'all, could literally be printed and framed. You could do an 8x10 frame. You could do 5x7 frame, or you can get crafty, okay? So yes, so this one is, if you are in the Printable Club, all you have to do is log into the member area and you'll see this at the very top. It's the same login link each month. If you're not in the Printable Club and you join, you will get this bonus one. So real quick before we, what are we going to do before we finish our project and all that? This here, let me hold it this way first. I took that printable bundle and I sent it to the UPS store and had them blow it up on an 11x17 piece of paper and then trimmed it down to fit into this 11x14 frame. So obviously a home printer is not going to print that big. You know, most home printers are not. But a place like UPS store, and I've heard from, thank you guys, thank you. I've heard from other people that like Staples and other stores will do it too. We'll print them for you bigger. So any of the ones, which now that we know that we can do this, I'm like, literally, can you imagine this blown up? I mean, how pretty would that be? Also, oh, let me go over here. I had these blown up, the hydrangeas. How gorgeous would that be? And this is just printed on cardstock. And you could print it and frame it. So you don't even have to be crafty. You don't even have to be, I'm going to probably put this one in a frame to see what it looks like framed, but thank you guys. Oh, you guys are so sweet. You recently joined, been following me for, oh, good. Thank you. Okay. So anyways, lots of options, y'all, lots and lots that you can do. So I would love to have you guys in the Printable Club where we do all the printable-y, crafty things. Okay, let's bring our canvas back over here. And if y'all have any questions, let me know. And myself or Mackenzie or Kelly who are on here can try and help you and answer you. Thank you guys. Y'all are so sweet. So sweet. All right, so here's what we're doing next. Whether you have printed on cardstock, fabric paper, it doesn't matter. These are all cardstock. I'm going to show you this just so you can see the fabric paper. I'm not going to cut out this whole thing just for time's sake, but literally you would just take a pair of scissors and you would just cut around your printable. Now, I try to make the ones that we're going to cut out as easy as possible. I'm not trying to get any kind of super intricate detail. So don't worry if you don't get it exact, you know, like if you go a little bit inside the leaf just to make it more of a straight edge instead of trying to zigzag in and out, it's totally fine. Same thing when I got up, I'll just show this one little part. When I got up around these hydrangeas, just cut as best as you can. I mean, I did a little zig and zagging back and forth so that it, you know, it has some movement to it, but don't be stressing over how you're cutting it out, okay? The main thing is you just want to get it cut out to where it looks like this. Yep, that's what we're doing next is the printable part. Oh, yes, I'm live on my page a lot doing printable crafts. I have a free Facebook group where people post their ideas. And so, yeah, you'll get lots of ideas and inspiration for sure just by following along on the page. And honestly, not just for me, or, you know, from me, but from the other ladies too. Yes, that big one, Deb said, I thought it was only 98 cents, but it turns out it was like $1.50 to have that printed on cardstock. It was 98 cents if it was regular piece of paper, but at my UPS store, it only cost $1.50 to get that big 11x17 printed. Okay, so this again is the fabric paper. If you're using fabric paper, the one that I linked, it has almost like a cardstock backing on it. So you're going to, I might need a little X-Acto knife to kind of help me get this peeled. You're going to want to peel that paper, the paper backing. Hold off. Obviously, if you're using cardstock during this step, you don't need to do a thing, okay? You're just gonna cut your cardstock. Come on. This will be the hardest part about what we're doing. There we go. So watch this, y'all. This is so cool. So I'm peeling this off. Be careful not to somehow rip it. I don't think it would rip, but that'd be my luck, okay? I don't know. This is like magic. I don't know how they get this to stick here. I really thought when I peeled this off that the fabric itself was going to be sticky, but it's not. But it literally just peels right off. You're left with this piece of paper. And now, look at this. This is fabric. Y'all, my mind was blown when I used this for the first time. It's so cool. So cool. My Facebook page is Wilshire Collections. It should be, if you're watching in the Jingle and Mingle, I'm live from that page or from that profile, so you should be able to find it that way. Yes, it feels like fabric, y'all. You can see how I can bend it, move it, all the things. Whereas if you were cutting out on a piece of cardstock, I mean, it's paper. It doesn't have that flexibility, okay? So now we're going to get some Mod Podge. Mod Podge is your friend when you are crafting with printables, okay? And what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to flip my printable over. You can do the same thing if you're using cardstock on this one. Isn't that cool, Tiffany? Which that's why I say it's expensive. It's much more than a normal pack of paper. So I don't think you'll use it for every project, but for certain projects, I just think you can't go wrong. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, I need this. How am I doing on time? Oh, I'm golden. We may even have time to do a super quick printable project if we finish this. Do y'all want to? It's literally will be like a 5-minute-er. So if we have 5 minutes, we might just do it because I'll show you just an easy way to craft with the printables. Yes, isn't that fabric awesome? Okay, so I've got my fabric printable, whatever. And I'm going to, yes, I do use matte Mod Podge. Yes, I do. Good question. I'm just going to put some Mod Podge all over the back of the printable. So the key with Mod Podge, no matter what kind of paper, whatever, not too much, not too little, right? You don't want to just gloop it on there because the more you get on, the more chance you might have for some bubbles. But on my page, we say no bubbles, no troubles. Okay. We got solutions on how to get bubbles out too. That's a whole nother day, a whole nother live, a whole nother video, but less is more. But then on the yes to a quick project, okay, we'll see. If you don't get enough on there, then it's not going to stick. So it's kind of just this fine line, but the more you play with Mod Podge and use it, the easier it gets. And I promise it's not scary, but you just want to make sure, especially your edges on something like this, we just want to be sure that we've got plenty of good coverage, okay? So I'm feeling pretty good about that. It looks nice and covered. Oh, you're going to join after this live. Awesome, Brenda. Okay, so now, y'all, we're going to take our canvas. And you can place this wherever you want to place it. I'm going to kind of do it towards the bottom-ish of the canvas. Now, if you're new here, I don't like to measure. If you want to measure and you want it to be super centered or super whatever, you do you, okay? But again, this is art. I don't think it has to be perfect. So I'm just going to take my fingers and just kind of smooth this fabric paper on, okay? Oh my gosh. Why does it blow my mind every time, y'all? Every time. Oh, wow, Polly. I would love to see that finish. I bet that's amazing. Okay. Let me hold this up. Y'all, I'm sorry. But even like from a distance, I feel like no one would ever be like, I bet you used a printable. Not that there's anything wrong with using a printable, but like this looks like a piece of art. It is a piece of art. It's just a piece of art that we created, right? So what you can do also, you can add a little, if you do get bubbles, adding peat can help. Thank you guys. Yes, I'll show the fabric paper here again in a minute. I don't have any bubbles, but I'm just kind of showing you what I would do. This is one way to help with bubbles if I did. The next step, y'all, is going to be, and if we have time, oh, we've still got 20 minutes. So what we'll do is we're going to move over and do a really quick craft with one of the printables. And then the last thing you want to do is take your Mod Podge and seal the top. I like to wait a little bit to make sure that what we've done underneath is dry because you might get bubbles. But I think if we set this aside for 5-10 minutes, we'll be fine. And then I can show you guys how to put the coat of Mod Podge on the top. Thank you. Do you guys love that? I just think that is very gorgeous. Okay. So we're going to let this kind of dry for a minute. You want that Mod Podge underneath to dry. I may use the heat gun a little bit to speed that up a little bit. So, okay. Let's see. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do, friends. We're going to take this freebie bundle that's in the Printable Club now. We're going to take both of the 5x7 sizes, the bunny and the wildflowers. Okay. Then, what did I do with it? Hold on, friends. I got to find my stuff. Here it is. We're going to take this. That's not it. I had peeled the sticker off of it. Hold on, y'all. I've lost this. This is what I do on my page too. I look for my stuff half the time, but I can always use this one. But I could have swore hold on. What did I do with that? Y'all, okay, it's fine. We're just going to use this one. Or maybe there was a sticker on both sides. I guess this is it. Why they got to put stickers everywhere, y'all? Ugh, let me use my heat gun to get the sticker off. This 5x7 wood block is from Michael's. I get most of my wood surfaces from Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and Amazon. Those are probably my top. Oh no, I also just lost a fingernail. Don't look. Oh gosh, if you're new here, please don't run away. Please don't leave. But anyways, that is where I wear press-on nails. I didn't actually lose a finger or anything. Okay. Awkward. Okay, it's fine. So here's what we're gonna do for this, y'all. Oh my gosh. Are y'all still here? Are you still here? There, I lost a fingernail. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to take some brown paint, just this Deco Art Raw Umber, and I'm going to just pour a little on my paper towel because we're not going to need much. And then, thank you guys. Oh, y'all, I'm a hot mess. If you thought I was lying when I said I was a hot mess, I was not, okay? We're going to take this brown paint, and we're going to take a baby white, and we're going to rub it on our edges to make a stain. I don't like working with real stain because it's stinky and it takes a long time to dry. So you can use any paint and turn it into a stain by just either watering it down quite a bit, which I didn't water this down, but it's fine. Or just using a baby white to kind of rub it on. Only me. I know, Connie. Well, you know, it's fine because we need the new people to know what they're getting themselves into, right? Like if somebody is watching and they're like, I can't handle this, that's fine. I'm not going to be for everybody. But if you are going to stick around, you need to know that me losing a fingernail on a live, it happens. It's normal. Me not being able to find something. This one time, I couldn't find my bow, and I'm searching for it. Who knows where I'm going with this one? And I'm like, where's my bow? And I look down on the floor, and my bow was on my toe, but so was a spider that was the size of a tarantula. And I was live. It was at Christmas. I was wearing an elf hat. I screamed louder than any human can scream. Start yelling for my husband, Anthony! It's literally one of the funniest moments in my personal going live history. Let me know if you were there for Spidergate. It was a day we'll never forget. But anyway, so that's what happens when I lose supplies. Sometimes I find spiders as well. Okay, so all I did was stain my sides on this, okay? Super, 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 super easy. Okay, now we're going to cut out our printables. These were printed on cardstock, so not fabric paper. A lot of y'all were there for the spider. Oh, my Lanta, y'all. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. And I was not about to just act like nothing was going on. I was like, oh, spider. And then my husband came to rescue it or rescue me. And he picks it up in a paper towel. And I said, well, show it to them. Show it to them so they can see that I, is there anything free? Yes, Stephanie, I'm on my page all the time doing free stuff. And I posted a free printable here in the Jingle Mingle group. So you can definitely go grab that if you want to give it a try. But yes, I'm doing free stuff all day, every day on my page. Anyway, so I was like, well, show them, So he opens up the paper towel and I was like, but don't let it jump. And the spider jumps out of the paper towel and it's like going across my craft desk. So then I'm screaming even more. Oh my gosh, y'all. It turns out it was a wolf spider, but I thought it was a tarantula. Why doesn't this fit? Oh no. Maybe this board is bigger than 5x7. Oh my Lanta. Y'all, hold on. But it's okay. I'm going to show you what we can do, and we're just going to make it work because I don't know if I have another 5x7 board. I thought for sure that was a 5x7. You know what? I wonder. Hold on. No, that's not going to work. Okay, we're just going to stain. Hold on, friends. Hold on. My Lanta. I obviously measured something wrong. We're going to stain more of this board real quick. Craft stash time, right? I'm like, who knows, y'all? I clearly should have measured that before, but I didn't even know if I was going to have time to do this. So just bear with me. Okay. We're just going to stain this a little bit. How are we doing on time? All right. We're still good. We're still good. Love the spider board. But yeah, you need to go hunt for it now. I reposted it somewhat recently because some people were asking about it and I was like, oh, I'll repost it. But yeah, that happened a few years ago. It's been a while back. Okay. We'll do the same thing on this side. So what I was hoping is that the printable was going to be the whole size of the wood, but it's not. And that's fine because you can always do it like I'm about to do it. But just to show you that the point of doing this is just to show you, maybe mishaps make better projects sometimes. Just to show you how easy it is. Yes, you can use the palette knife and do what we're doing on this other project. You can, there's so many things you can do, but at the end of the day, you can get as basic as taking a piece of wood, adding a little paint or stain, and then Mod Podging your printable on there and calling it a day. So the crafts can really get as complicated or as easy as you want them to be, Yes, there's a free printable in the guide section in the Mingle and Jingle group. Yes, Joy Jar coming up too. Yes. I'll be picking somebody from the Joy Jar to win a $25 gift card and the Hydrangea Printable. So let's get this dry. Enter it into Funniest Home Videos, right? But yes, it's in the guides thing. The Joy Jar is something I do on my page where when I'm live crafting, we put names into the Joy Jar. On the page, we let it build up for a month and then we do a big giveaway. But today for the Mingle and Jingle, I'm going to pick somebody. We're adding 8 names to the Joy Jar. You just have to be here chatting and Mackenzie's picking names at random. And then I'll pick somebody, one person at the end of the live. So, all right, friends. So now we're going to take our Mod Podge. I'm just going to, instead of doing it on the back of the printable this time, I'm going to go over the whole surface, okay? Because this will draw clear. You guess I'm from the South somewhere. What gave it away, Marla? What gave it away? Yes, I am from Tennessee, just south of Nashville. Yep. Okay, so I'm just going to take this. Well, this is going to be super cute. It doesn't even matter that it doesn't totally fit the whole thing, okay? And we're just gonna, you can use your hand. If you have an old credit card laying around, you can use that to kind of, the ladies on my page are used to me using my sleeve. You just kind of use whatever you have to get that on there flat, okay? And now we're gonna let that dry. Again, you can take your heat gun to kind of speed up the process a little bit. That's cute with that little brown border. I think that looks so cute. It really makes it pop, doesn't it? So cute. And I'm a huge fan of reversible and interchangeable projects. So what I love about this one is we're going to do the wildflower real quick on the other side. So I don't know about y'all, but when do you think you're going to stop with your bunnies? Easter's so early this year. Do you feel like you're going to put your bunnies away right after Easter? Are you going to keep them out a little longer? But if you were like, I'm done with the bunnies, you could just flip this around. Or if you have it setting somewhere like on a tray or coffee table, it will be cute from both sides. I'm all about things being cute from both sides so that, they're cute from both sides, if that makes sense. Thank you, Sally. You all like it with the stained area? Listen, like somebody said, it's just a happy accident. So, all right. And you could also use a paper cutter. The people on my page know that for whatever reason, I have a paper cutter, but I don't use it all the time, but that will help you get really straight cuts. I thought this was going to go to the edge and I was going to be sanding it off. If I would have known, I maybe would have used my paper cutter, but it's fine. It's good enough, okay? So now we'll flip this over. Looks like he's framed, right? Oh, that's so pretty. You keep them out, they're spring too, not just Easter. I mean, I do agree. I don't think it's like on April 1st, we're going to have to be like, put the bunnies away, I think you could totally keep them out all through spring if you want to, I got too many cute bunnies to be putting those things back into storage just yet, right? Yeah, bunnies can say, I think so too. Obviously, stuff that says Happy Easter, you may want to put that away, but bunny stuff, I think could stay out, so... Oh, thank you, Ella Jean. You like it with the stained border? Yeah. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to do the same thing over here. Oh, I love this one. Oh my gosh. That's so pretty, y'all. That's literally gorgeous, darlings. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Okay, so now you would let this dry completely, and then you would seal it with another coat of Mod Podge. I'm going to move back to this and go ahead and seal this real quick, but just know you would use the same method. Is that not cute? Oops, that's weird lighting. Hold on. Trying to get it. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Y'all, that is so easy. In real life, if you weren't sitting here chatting like I am, that would probably take you 5 minutes to make. And it's so cute, okay? All right, last but not least here, up after me, y'all, is Jen with Acorn and Twigs, and she's going to be doing some fun felt flowers with you guys. So be sure she'll be right here in the Jingle and Mingle Facebook group at 2 p.m. Central, just right after I get done. So be sure you guys head and watch her as well. Thank you guys. Okay, last but not least, we're coming back to our canvas. We're going to take our Mod Podge and we're going to Mod Podge the whole canvas, okay? Because again, it's going to dry clear. So it's not, I'd rather do that than try and just Mod Podge my flower. I think it's easier to do the whole thing, okay? So you're just going to kind of go back and forth. And this will help seal the project, especially if you're using paper. I don't always seal my projects. It honestly depends a little bit, but I would say more times than not, I do, because once you seal it, it's just going to it's going to protect it, but it's going to give it a little bit more of a finished look. I do not sell my finished work, Michelle, sorry. But it gives it more of just a finished look to where, especially when you're crafting with the paper, it doesn't look as much like paper once it's sealed with Mod Podge. So I always like to do that as well. The hydrangeas look like they're popping off the canvas. I know they really do have like just a cool 3D type look to them. So super, super, super cute, y'all. That's it. And then you're literally just going to let this dry Let me hold it up this way. Y'all, how cute is that? Let me remove or stop. Oops, is my mouse? Where's my mouse? Come over here. Okay, let me just go to this view for a minute. Is that not so gorgeous? So, so gorgeous, y'all. Yes. Okay, real quick, the printable or the fabric paper is here, the inkjet fabric sheets. Now we need to pick our Joy Jar winner. So here's what we're going to do, friends. I'm going to head over to get the names from Mackenzie. I'm going to write them down. We're going to drop them in the Joy Jar, and we're going to pick somebody right now to win a $25 Hobby Lobby gift card and the Hydrangea Printable, should you want it, need it. Okay, so the names we have going in, and thank you to everybody for being here. I wish you could all be in the Joy Jar. We have Robbie Corbin. We have, oh, whoops. Is that to, oh yeah, okay. I was like, wait a second. Hold on. Is that right from today? Uh-oh, Mackenzie, have you sent Joy Jar names? Why do I not see them? That's from a different live. Hold on, I gotta wait 1 second to see if, Mackenzie, can you drop the Joy Jar names for me? Okay, here they come, y'all. You know what, Robbie, I'm putting you in here too, because now I feel bad, because I know Robbie was on here watching too, so. Okay, Tanya Middleton, Barbara Rizzio. I'm sorry, Jen, I hope I'm not gonna make you late. Michelle Seats. I got it. Tammy Schultz, Laura Arnold, Lori Allen, Joan Fisher, Denise Swinford. Mackenzie always, she's my community manager, and she always puts a funny name at the end. So for our funny name today, she put Bob Ross. I guess this reminded her of a Bob Ross moment. That's hysterical, Mackenzie. All right, so we're going to cut these up real quick. We're going to drop them down in here, swirl them up, and then we will pick our winner. Thank you guys so much for being here today. And like I said, be sure you go watch Jen next with Acorn and Twigs, making some felt flowers. And just enjoy today and tomorrow and all of these amazing ladies that are, you know, going to be bringing you all kinds of different things and ideas and inspiration and just all the things, y'all. And I would love to have you, even if you don't buy a printable, join the printable club, any of that, come follow me over on my Facebook page. Like I said, I'm live there. You usually either find me decorating, crafting, shopping. My shopping lives we call whisper shopping because it's to be live in store. So I kind of whisper when I'm shopping live. But I'm live all the time. I was live last night, just sitting on my back porch chatting. And I mean, you never know what I'm going to be doing. So I'd love to have you guys over on the Wilshire Collections Facebook page. Oh, wait, we got 1 minute to spare according to my clock. Okay. All right. So thank you guys. Y'all are so, so sweet. So, so sweet. All right. The winner of the Jingle and Mingle Joy Jar is dun, 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 Barbara Rizzio. Barbara Rizzio. Y'all tell Barbara congratulations. Barbara, if you're still on here, please send me a Facebook message and I can be sure that I get you your gift card. Yay. So fun, you guys. So, so fun. Thank you so much. I love, hey, we got to do not one, but 2 little projects today, which makes me super happy. And I can't wait to hang out with you guys in the future and do even more fun, crafty things. So y'all have a great day and we'll see you soon. Bye, friends.